Okay, so today I'm having a great time making videos. So I feel inspired to make more while I'm on a roll. And for those of you who um, haven't really considered um, why you exist, um, you may want to consider the fact that you exist in order to have experiences, and that every day you could have a joyful experience if you choose to do so. So we live according to our belief systems, and they are changeable at any time. So one person has a belief, you have to work hard to make money. Another person may have a belief, money comes to me easily and frequently. So these are all beliefs, and beliefs are usually handed down to us from those that are around us, whether it be parents, our school teachers, our Sunday school teachers, clergy. There are people that are around us. So if these people have a certain level of awareness, then that is all that one knows, is what has been shared with one. So it is up to you as an individual to go out and install new software programs onto the brain, this supercomputer here that's between the two ears, because this brain right here is the creator of your reality here on the planet. So everything that you're experiencing is a reflection of your beliefs that are installed in the brain. So now that I'm in basically the last half of my existence here on the planet, I have decided that I want to spend my last half on the planet sharing all the knowledge that I have been seeking. There are certain people that just go through life every day. They get up, they eat, go through their day, do whatever, and to sleep, and all over again. So that's just basically existing. So it's kind of like, it could be survival mode, or it could be above. It could just be existing. And then there are people who are actually thriving, and they're living joyful lives. And so I've always been a truth seeker, and always seeking knowledge. And this could be very helpful to be seeking knowledge, because you want to understand the world around you, and you want to understand others, and you want to understand yourself. But basically, knowledge does not always bring happiness either. There's certain types of knowledge, just knowing information, which is the information age, that you can learn this knowledge, but it doesn't necessarily bring you inner peace. And then there is wisdom that has been passed down throughout the ages. Wisdom that maybe the yogis, or people who are viewed as ascended masters by some people. Some people view them as ascended masters. As other people view them as saints. But the point being is that they have wisdom, and this is wisdom that helps them have a different reality while here on the planet. So the point of what I was saying is, I've gathered all this knowledge and all these tools. Sometimes I apply this wisdom that I've gathered, and other times it may be more challenging. So as I've been working on my business degree, and as I am shifting over into, I'm still working on a business degree, but I'm shifting over into communications. And so I have always had a fascination with communication and understanding other people. So I've always sought to understand people. I may have studied people through their blood type, studied them through personality types, different models, Myers-Briggs, or the temperaments, or their astrological signs, whatever it is, or their culture, religion, whatever it is. I've always had a fascination with other people and the way they think and their perspective and why they think the way they think. And this has enabled me to grow and expand, and to have empathy for others and compassion. And it also enables a person to be able to be a good mediator and a peacekeeper when you seek to understand someone and you look for your similarities. And so as human beings, we all have human needs. We have basic needs. There's a Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And basically, we all have survival needs. We have a need for shelter, for safety, for a roof over our head. We have a sense of to belong and to be loved and accepted. And so this has helped me as a person to understand that everybody basically has the same need. And for a time there, I didn't have a consciousness of even needs, that I had needs. But when you feel frustrated or angry, you're feeling this way because there's some need of yours that you have that's going unmet, and you may be aware of it or you may not be aware of it. So becoming aware of this is the first step to being able to meet your needs, or have those around you be able to participate in meeting your needs and making the quality of life good for you and good for the other person. I use many tools in order to help myself with, remind myself that I'm the creator of my reality. So some of my tools have to do with just thought control and realizing that my brain is a focusing mechanism. And many of us are not aware that our brain is a focusing mechanism. The people that are in the top 1% of this world, they understand that the brain is the focusing mechanism. The rest of the people that are not at the top 1% are more about being entertained. So they go to the movies and they sit in front of a screen and they watch movies flash across the screen, and this movie entertains them. And they go and they have a good time. But their life, I don't want to speak for everyone, but for many people, their lives suck. And the reason why is they're not aware that they're creating their own reality, and that they need to use their brain as a focusing mechanism to create a movie that they like, versus spending all of their money sitting in a movie theater, taking in stuff that maybe is not good for them. Maybe it's harmful. Maybe it's brainwashing them. Maybe it's not in alignment with their values, and maybe it's implanting their children with messages they don't want their children to have. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with movies, but it's much better for you to sit and create your own movie. So when we're having fearful thoughts, we're creating a horror movie for ourselves. It's of things that have not happened that we think may happen. So it is best to realize that and to create a joyful movie or a funny movie in your mind. And this is especially good for people with PTSD, combat veterans, or people that have been victims of domestic violence or any kind of violence, rape, incest, maybe sex trafficking, whatever, or held hostage, or whatever it is. to realize that you can now create your current reality in the present moment. So you must ground yourself in the present moment in your physical body and realize that you're creating in real time. And these are things that help me. And I usually do a daily meditation, and it's based in Kundalini Yoga, which was brought over to the West by Yogi Bhajan. And I am very grateful that Yogi Bhajan came over to the West and shared his secrets that he was advised not to share. I have used many of these yoga techniques to help me release anger and stuck negative emotions in the body. So Kundalini Yoga is a yoga of awareness. So I chose Kundalini Yoga because I want to get on the jet plane to higher levels of consciousness. Many would refer to it as God consciousness. And what that means is God is a creator. And you are also a creator. So basically, you're like a mini God. You're a mini creator. And you are co-creating with the creator. So you can use these forces to create what you want and be a deliberate creator, or you can use these forces against yourself. So in some of my readings during my business studies, there are certain people that feel more empowered, and the people that feel more empowered are those that realize that they have control over their life. And then there are people who think that they have no control over their life. And when you think that you have no control over your life, you have this feeling of powerlessness. And that's when people are most vulnerable to suicide, because they've lost all hope. They feel powerless. They feel that they cannot make a difference or a change in their life, and they give up. But when you realize that you did create your life and that it was created through a series of choices that you made based upon the information you had, then you now realize that you can recreate. There are certain things that you cannot erase. You know, it's a canvas and you've painted on it. And sometimes you could just paint over it, you know, paint some white over it. But there are certain things that you can't erase. You just have to go with what's on the canvas and try to make the canvas a little more beautiful. But the point is, there is victim thinking, and then there's victorious, you know, the victor. So when you realize, like I've realized, that I'm the creator of my reality, it feels exciting. But you also have to be responsible. You're accountable. You have to be accountable for what you did create. And you have to sit and think, wow, I did all that to myself. And what am I going to do about it now? And so I'm creating these videos as a service to others, because I've had a lot of suffering in my life.